I wasn't going to exercise room into it, but there was somebody that was working out. This is, even though it's not personal because it's published where everybody can see it, it kind of is, it's private, but it's public, but you don't want to, you know what I mean? So, let me get away from the desk. I needed to have a little bit of a chat with myself because I guess I could sit right here. There's nobody here. So I needed to have a little bit of a chat with myself because, as y'all know, I got a little under the weather from whatever happened yesterday, and with the sauna. But I think what it is that it's being set to turn off automatically after a little bit of time. So um, today, because I wasn't feeling well, the sauna does help, like the heat and stuff. So I wanted to go sit. I wanted to go sit in there and just be sick, which really you shouldn't be doing here, but it's what it is. And it felt good. It was hot, and I checked on it every now and then to make sure it was still good to go. Um, so, with that being said, what I learned from my lesson from yesterday about that happening is that like there's little mini lockers outside that you can put your phone in and stuff like that. So what I've learned is that like your sweater, your hoodie. This is my gym hoodie. You know, it's not really a gym hoodie, but it's the hoodie that I wear all the time. um, but what I've learned is that my Scully, my hoodie, and my little head wrap thing, and my phones will stay in the locker outside. That way, if they're cleaning up like they're doing now, if they're cleaning up, then I always have access to it, so I don't get myself sick. A lot of people are more assertive, but they would never allow themselves to get sick. They don't care what it is. They're gonna be like, yo, I need my stuff. But I'm not that person. Speaking of which, there was something in the news recently where there was a little boy. I guess he had to go to the bathroom. I think he was only 10 years old. They arrested him for public urination. I don't know the whole story, but that made me feel terrible. Also, in the news, um, there was a young boy, 16 years old, by the Walmart on Inner Perimeter. I followed you when you first started. Now I found you again. How beautiful. So there was a young boy, 16 years old, black boy, very wholesome, by the Walmart on Inner Perimeter. I'm in Valdosta, Georgia. And he got out of the car that he was riding with his family and his siblings to help a dog that had been injured. And a black charger hit him and killed him and kept it moving. A young boy just trying to do the right thing. And that's why I say I'm amazed that I've made it to nearly 50 years old and I'm still alive, because that's the type of heart that I used to have, and that I have a little bit, but I have some negativity with me, which is why I'm here to give myself a pep talk, because dear Maria Chan Willoughby, walking around here like you're not blessed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just took a shower, like, it's like I'm taking a shower every 36 hours, but I got to do better than that because I wasn't feeling well, and then I had to rush. But when God is giving you things and resources for you to use, not everybody has these resources. To someone else, they may be like, oh, that's slumming it. What type of life is that? But for me, it's a resource. God has given it to me, and for me not to use it, that's a slap in the face. But, and to get my workout on, no excuses. I said I was a little bit sick, and I got Vicks Vapor Rub on my chest, and I've been putting it on my feet too. And I had some cough drops today. And so then I also have some BC powders tomorrow morning after I finish all my workout. I'm probably going to work out till like 3, 4 in the morning and then go sit in the sauna for a couple hours. And then, then I'll leave and probably, go get some BC powders and things like that that I have. Luckily, I took those things. Another thing that I wanted to mention is, y'all know I'm in a transition part of my life, and One of the things as I was leaving, I couldn't believe myself because I was like, all this stuff that I have, how in the world, I'm trying to sort through all this, and it's all organized, but it didn't make sense. Like, why are you even trying? First of all, you shouldn't have brought it all here to Valdosta to begin with. Now you're trying to take it in your transitional phase, and you know what's sad? Not sad to me, but ironic to me, is this that you know I accomplished what little dream that I had, not as far as entrepreneurship, that still comes, still to come, but as far as, wanting to live, you know, and it's not all that it was caked up to be, because actually me living the life that I'm living now is, this just popped up on the screen. Actually, me living the life that I'm living now is a lot better than where I was. And this is something that I started TG Jason's talking about. If you're somewhere and you're not comfortable, it's because God didn't mean you to stay there. And I knew that because I kept saying, okay, after the second year, I'm going to get an RV and I'm just going to RV it. And it wasn't happening. I couldn't make it happen. I was trying. I couldn't make it happen. I couldn't stay steadily employed for nothing, right? And this is so much better. This is so much better. And what makes it better is that to a certain extent, I have to be out in public all the time. Somebody somewhere sees you. And so it puts you accountable to the point where, okay, do you just not care what you look like anymore? Because people see you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, like you are at home and you just work from home and you just started out for a minute and came back, No, you are out here all the time. So people see you. So it also makes you tell the truth about yourself and your self-esteem. If you know that you are out in the public all the time and people see you all the time and you continue to look like this or walk around moping like you're not blessed, then it's a definite situation where you need to put your self-esteem in check. Now, if you're not out in public, you could just make the excuse that, well, I'm not out, nobody ever sees me, so it doesn't matter. But when you are out in public and you choose to look like this, there's an issue. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about, in the older age, you always want to make sure that it's not interpreted by yourself or anyone else, that it's to impress anyone else, because it's not. It's self-esteem. Like Cat Williams said, self-esteem is the esteem that you have for yourself. It has nothing to do with anyone else. If you want to look a certain way when you're out and about, because I'm going to tell you, times have changed and people have changed, if you're trying to impress black men, it's not happening. Most of them are for each other. So, yeah. But also, your appearance and things like that, it gives people a sense of comfort. If you look like you're doing okay and you look traditionally well, then people are comforted by that. But if you look like a bum and you look like you're homeless all the time, which, I do look like that. But if you do, it makes people feel unwell. It gives them a sense of uneasiness. You know what I'm saying? That it's not well and not in a good place, So those are things that I need to work on. But the chat that I need to have myself is in regards to that, like when you're in a gym environment, it's like mostly the people they're very positive, because they're trying to keep their mental and their physical, together and up to par. And the thing about it is that, so they're, for the most part, there's some people that are just slumming it just to say they have a membership. And to me, I'm going to be honest with you, if it wasn't for this situation, if you have a house, you don't need a gym membership. Because I do everything I do at home here. I mean, well, formerly home here. So, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. I was sitting up front. They have some guest tables, but what I ended up seeing was I thought that the personal fitness people were gone, but I guess there's one guy that's there because he came and walked over to the table, but maybe thought I needed something. Then there's the front desk, and that's where they hang out at. So if I'm sitting there hanging out, then it's gonna be like I want something, I need something, like what's going on, right? So let me hop on a machine so I'm not making them uncomfortable. But so I had to have that pep talk with myself, because as blessed as I am, I have so many things going for me that, typically, like I said, depending on where you are in your life, you may look down on it or you may frown on it. But if you are a person that values everything that you have, you come to the realization that, wow, you have a lot, you know, and it doesn't take a whole lot to have a lot. And so when I looked at myself today and I looked at, um, and I looked at, the way, yeah, I wasn't feeling well, but I'm feeling better now. Sometimes all it takes um, is to shower, and take care of yourself. A little bit of Vicks Vapor Rub. I have so many things. You know, like I said, that's a convenience. Vicks Vapor Rub, cough drops, convenience. And then there's a lot of times where I don't realize that sometimes there are situations where people's impressions or things like that, and I'm oblivious to it because I'm just trying to do things. I'm not trying to make things hard for myself. It is what it is. If you say it's this, then hey, it'll be that. I'm okay with it, right? But there are situations where um, where I've had other people tell me, you weren't treated the right way in regards to this, but I never thought about it. But it made me want to look into it. But then it takes time to look into those things, and in situations like this, you really don't have that type of time available. You know what I'm saying? You have other things going on, and then I thought about it to myself. I had to ask myself, like, because I had a situation where I was going to go in the exercise room, and when I go in the exercise room, sometimes I'm laying there, and then I'll do a stretch. I'll stretch my leg in the air, then I lay there for another 10 minutes, stretch a little bit more. Partially because I wasn't well, and then other partial is because I don't want to overdo it, because it's like, I think in this situation, you're going to go one or two ways. Either you're going to be like working out like crazy, like you've lost your damn mind, or or you're not going to do anything at all. And I don't want either one of those extremes. If I work out like crazy, I still have to have money. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't want it to be focused. Now, when I was dating and, I had someone take care of everything, then yeah, I could go to the gym all day, all night, and really work out and focus on that. And then what also brought light to me today was like, I wasn't really looking because I wasn't well, but I saw people that are in the gym all the time and their bodies are nice. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can tell they take pride in it. They're always in the mirror looking at it. And, when I was in shape too, I was like that too, but they work for it. And then I said, well, what's the difference between me and how I'm living my life? And, why am I not working for it right now? And it's because I have other things that are going on. So at this point, I'm going to let God guide me. I am going to do my morning workout that I didn't do this morning, but I'm going to do it now, well, eventually after I finish this session, right? And so, um, yeah, so I'm going to do that, I guess, about now. Being nosy, hold on. All right, so I lost I lost my phone dropped on the thing, but I guess there's nobody in here now. I guess that person that was in here wasn't coming back. So I guess Zach's staying here and talk about it. So yeah, so what ends up happening is, I don't think nobody's in here. Sometimes the corners are dark and there's people and you don't know that they're there. But especially me, I usually sit in this corner back here. But when I'm, slow stretching is what I call it, right? But what I was saying is this, that there are people in here that take care of their bodies, and like I said, when you're not here for that purpose, like they are, like I said, for me, I could take care of, if I had a house and apartment, why would I, you know what I'm saying? I could take care of that at home, but, my focus wasn't that. And so when I watched, I wasn't really watching, but you know, people come in and they'll see me in here and they're probably like, what is she doing? You know, but because I'll be laying out here and like I said, I'll do one stretch like every 5 minutes or something, you know. And, then I see, somebody come in here and energy is really important too. Like if your energy is low and they're in here, then they're just like, let me get out of here. But, I saw, some females that were really, really in really good shape. They took a lot of pride in their body. Males too, and they would stand here in the blue light in the mirror, and I don't blame them. I would too. And then what I had to ask myself is, what's the difference between me and why am I not doing all that? And I'm not doing all that because I need to save my energy because my situation is not the same as theirs. These people, have families that are taking care of them. They are not behind on money situations, so they can focus on that. They have family, loved ones, all of that. Right now it's just me, and I have to, reserve my energy and be careful how I spend it. But I also have to not be so low energy that I don't get anything done. You know what I'm saying? Or that I don't have anything going on, right? So, yeah, and another thing that made me want to get it together, I look really bad. Like, I had the clip in my hair, but because I was sitting around in the sauna, the clip, because you're laying on the back, the clip pushed up here. I didn't even bother to look in the mirror to see if it was anything. But I was coming back in this room. I figured nobody's watching me, so I'll just walk back over here. Nobody ain't looking. But when I walk over here, there's some guy and usually it's a white guy that's in here that's real muscle, young white guy, really built, really good and stuff. But there was a black guy in here, and he was like it was a white Adonis, and it was a black Adonis, long dreads, big built. And I was like, there's no way I'm going in this room, So I went back to the sauna. Like I said, it's one of the two for the most part, and then late night like this, if I get the inclination, I'll go on the machine or something like that, right? So, yeah. So with that made me back up because I was just like, okay, first of all, Miss Maria, you're trying to make friends, and this is a great place to make friends because people here are pretty friendly if you're not giving off like yuck vibes, which I'm starting to give off because I'm not being social. I'm acting like I'm not blessed, and who wants to, interact with that? But but that really made me want to get it together because I'm just like, you're not as cute as you used to be, but you're not ugly per se, if you get it together. And you should be socializing with folks, but the fact that you can't even step into a room because other people are have self-esteem and know that they're attractive, that's sad. So no, and then I was like, no, I got to get myself together. I couldn't even look to see, I couldn't even look, I immediately turned around and went back where I came from, So no, I deserve better than that. I am better than that, and definitely not. In other news, like I said, and some of the stuff that I brought over with me, some of the stuff is stuff that I couldn't use, but I desperately wanted to give so bad. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, well, this is practically new, and I couldn't use it. I want to give it to someone else. And then I had an opportunity to do that. But what I'm feeling, the vibe that I'm getting from that is the people that are receiving it, even though whether they need it or not, I don't think they appreciate it coming from me. You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe I just need to let go of that, let go of it. Let God do whatever God does, and slowly, everything will happen and take place. So yeah, so I am looking like this. I'm going to continue to look like this for a little bit. Because, me, I work from the inside out. So, I'm not going to get it all dialed up on the outside, and the inside ain't all the way up to par, Because when you work from the inside out, I don't think these people know they're supposed to put the weights back, stuff back where they got it from, or maybe they just figure they're coming back. But, yeah. So that's what it is, right? So I think I'm good. I can hop back on the treadmill now. I had this talk with myself, and I've had this talk, I don't know if I put it on here, I think I did, but dear Maria Chung Willoughby, girl, don't walk around here like you're not blessed. You're not representing God. You're not showing the world that God is blessing you in your life. And with this world being as dark as it is, like I said, I'm living at 48 years old, almost 50. Pretty decent health, and the little things like that happened yesterday, I understand and I address it. And just like that young boy, 16, 17, he had the heart to want to help a stray dog in the street. That's the kind of person I was. But somehow I still made it to be alive without somebody, and I walk every day, without somebody hitting me or whatever. So I'm still here, so I need to, let, let my countenance, my face, my spirit, my energy show that I am blessed and that I know that I'm blessed. Anyways, so, and I've been getting a lot of warnings from people, places, and things that, hey, stop posting about, your updates and whatever, because you like your life, but, there's opposition out there. There's the devil, if you want to call it that. And, sometimes they're listening when they hear your successes, and these things are not really big success for anyone else, but for me, spiritually, internally, socially, those are the best successes that you could ever have. And I'm very, very comfortable and happy about who I am, inside to outside, rooted to tutor. But that's my pep talk to myself that, maintain positivity. If you are representing God's people, you need to represent properly. You can't walk around like you're depressed, like you ain't never been blessed a day in your life. You can't do that. Because there's other people that are good people out there that's trying to maintain their goodness and connect with good people. And, they're just trying to be nice and maybe speak or extend an olive leaf. And you looking like somebody done stole your whole life away. And it's not true. Now, could those things have happened? Yeah, y'all know I've been through the legal system. I've been through a couple of things. And that's how life is for everyone. I'm not special because I've been through this. People that's been through a billion times more. But I have to, again, show the appreciation that I have nearly 50 years here on earth, and that I have the resources that I do. Anyways, love you, bless.